Hey folks, my name is Scott Church, and I apologize. I forgot to hit the thing for the intro. So imagine we just had a really good intro. Ooh. All right. Anyway, he's going to do the intro for real now. So there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the wonderful and one and only Scott Churchton, and I am Robert Manning, and this is Tales from the Film Set. Woo, woo, woo!
Yay! Yay!
Sorry, guys. I know you have missed us. I know the million people are crying because we haven't been on the last couple months, but here we are right now. So make sure to drop all those emojis, like the kids say nowadays. Like, share, and tell all your friends and repost.
Smash that freaking subscribe button.
Smash the sub button. You know,
Smash
let's go
it,
crazy.
beat it into the ground.
The last show of the year. Whoa! Because we can't wait to see you next year. So
new year, new me. So in this case, we're doing old year, old me.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are going to talk about, let's see what the top 10 movies of this year was.
All righty, let's pull this back up. This is going to be breaking down by the box office themselves.
Yes.
The box office numbers themselves. Not a terrible year, I guess, but one could argue.
I know there's one movie that shocked the crap out of all of us, and I found out it was because they forced everybody in China to watch it.
Yeah, I wonder which movie that is.
Yeah, I wonder which one. But that is the reason why that got $2.1 billion just based off of. Or no, that's not worldwide. Yeah,
that's pretty much worldwide. Yeah, 2.1 billion there, 23 million domestic. Probably more out of individual curiosity of like, what is this movie that just made $2 billion over in China?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is like $1 or like $1.50 for like every person in China.
Exactly. So we got that movie. We got we got Zootopia 2, which I love it that Zootopia 2's made 1.4 billion, and that's because of overseas as well, which that's interesting. And then we got Lilo and Stitch. So there's 2 of the top 10 movies that are Disney. So that's kind of cool.
They needed that one right there.
Trust, especially with the bomb of Snow White.
What are you talking about? Snow White and Captain America, Brave New World.
That's, and Thunderbolts. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then we got... And then at 4th, we got the Minecraft Chicken Jockey.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of Chicken Jockey in like other countries where they're just like, cool, yay. Here they're like,
right. Everybody throwing actual chickens in the theaters. And then I just want to do a little jab at Mr. Scott because number 5 is Jurassic Park Rebirth, and that was cash. No, I'm just kidding.
And yeah, okay. I don't know if they're going to continue with the trilogy like they planned on. I mean,
there's already announcements for another one.
Dude, I mean, it was Michael Crichton, right? Yeah, Crichton, who did not even want to do a second Jurassic Park, by the way, and was forced to write it because Spielberg said, we're doing a sequel with or without you. Now we're on basically moving on to number 8. I believe there was a cartoon series at one point.
Yeah. And now there's going to be another one. They already made the announcement.
Just milk that little Jurassic Park teat.
Right. Now, I did have a question, and if you could pull up, if you can't right now, don't worry about it. What was the budget for Avatar Fire and Ash?
Oh, yeah. Fire and Ash, I think it was $250.
Really? Okay. So, okay, that would be cash.
Actually, at least $400 million.
Oh, so right now it's trash.
But,
but to be fair, it came out like...
It just came out, yeah.
It just came out, so it'll make its money.
If we learned anything from the last 2 Avatar movies, this is a slow burn.
Yes.
This is one of those, yeah.
And is Avatar considered a Disney movie now?
It's part of the Disney universe, yes.
All right.
So
they're asked that, and I kind of think they didn't think Avatar was going to make money for one reason. Because now you have to go see Avatar 4 different times, even though there's blurry versions right now. But the trailers for Avengers Endgame or Avengers Doomsday, sorry, the newest Avengers movie that's coming out next year, has been putting in each different week. There's been a trailer. Now there are people that are posting them online, which I'm excited because today's leak was the X-Men one, and they show Charles Xavier. Then they show us Magneto, and then the one that everybody's freaking out is finally a comic book accurate. It's of Cyclops, and it's played by James. But it's the he has his glasses off, and it's the big giant beam up in the air with the mansion on fire, and it's Sentinel foot.
Here's my question: how long is this movie supposed to be?
Probably 3 hours.
With everything that they're throwing against the wall here, do you really think they're going to get all of this to give all of this justice in a 3-hour movie?
Well, so. Yes and no. I know this is technically could be considered a two-parter because after this we got Secret Wars right after is the next movie, Secret Wars. And a lot of people are not surviving in this movie, but whoever does survive will be in the next movie. And I think it's their one last time to say goodbye to the Fox universe of X-Men. So I don't think we're going to get much of the X-Men survival. And we're going to get to see our 626 version of X-Men in that case. Because this is still a multiverse saga. But I don't think money will be an issue. It doesn't matter how much they throw it in. This movie's going to hit $1 billion regardless.
But the question is $1 billion going to be enough to actually make its money back? I mean, what if this... I mean, if Captain America 4 was $400 million.
Right.
You know, and you look at the cast list, which obviously you got to pay him. Chris Evans ain't coming back for basically SAG scale here. You know, you're looking at a budget of 500, 600, hell, maybe even $700 million a movie here.
And I don't think that'll be a problem. I think the fans will come back, and that's why they're doing these trailers. Because they're doing. So. I hope so, because yeah. So we've gotten 3 of the 4 trailers that are supposed to be released for this big trailer. The first trailer was, speaking of Captain America, it shows him coming back, and it says we'll return as Steve Rogers, because obviously our Captain America in this universe is Anthony Mackie's. The Falcon is the Captain America. Yeah. But it shows him with the child. The other trailer for Thor is talking about bringing him back to his adopted child, which is Love and Thunder. And then we're thinking the reason why Cyclops, there's a conspiracy theory why Cyclops is doing it is because they took Nathan, is it Nathan? Who Jean? We see it in X-Men '97.
Yeah.
The baby of Jean Grey and Cyclops.
Yes. Nathan Dayspring.
Frank, aka Cable.
Yes.
So the conspiracy is that Dr. Doom lost his child, and he's by his revenge, he's taking all these main characters' children.
Sounds very Jewish. I shall take the firstborn of every X-Men.
But that was released today. So, all right, we can go back to the list of.
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I know I'm a natural skeptic with stuff like this, but it's putting so much pressure on this when you have a franchise that, by and large, I think for a lot of people are kind of like tired of and moving on from.
I don't think so because
it's been 6 years since your last Avengers movie, by the way.
Endgame was in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then we had Spider-Man in 21.
By the way, April 26, 2019. So you're looking at 7 years between Avengers films here. That's a long time. You know, when that movie came out, we didn't even know what COVID was yet.
True, but then you had Spider-Man come out after COVID and save the box office.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think a lot of people, myself included, kind of mentally said goodbye to the MCU.
Yeah, but Deadpool Wolverine's a good example of nostalgia berries.
Yeah, I saw that on a flight.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that movie hit over $1 billion. All you had to do was bring back some original X-Men and a little and Blade, and Channing Tatum, you had $1 billion.
Hmm.
So to me, I don't see a problem with this movie because there's going to be so much. Everybody's going to come back because of the fact that Steve Rogers in it. The amount of cast that was revealed, and we don't even know who else is still in the movie, it tells you right there that it's going to be no problem. The fact that there was so many people watching a 5.5-hour live stream with no problem, I think that was Marvel testing to see if they were to make this Avengers Doomsday a 5.5-hour movie, who would actually go? So I don't know. We'll see. I don't think the movie's 5.5 hours. I realistically think it'll be 3.
I think 3 is a fair number on that one. Yeah, I'm just really curious to see what the budget's going to be.
Yeah, that'll be curious. I don't think they're done filming it yet, so we don't know the actual budget yet. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's going to do great regardless.
Well, we'll find out. What's that?
Yeah. I know I'll be seeing it regardless, but
yes, you will. All right, so back to it. Back to life.
Back to the list.
There we go.
All right, so we got number 6. So yeah, we talked about Avatar, which it just came out. So in theory, it's not trash yet. It's only got 40 more million, and it'll make its cash. Now, this is what's shocking is number 7. I will say that's shocking.
Not to me, it's not.
Well, I say it's shocking because in the past we've had other movies that have not made it top 10 that are anime. Like
this is different.
But what I'm still saying, like we had Dragon Ball Super that came out. They did not hit top 10 for the year. So to me, that is a big deal. The fact that you have an anime movie finally in the top 10 of the year.
Demon Slayer, in a lot of ways, is bigger than Dragon Ball especially in Japan, for example.
You're right. I mean, it started. I don't know.
Yes, in Japan, I think it is, because in this case here, Demon Slayer is more niche, so it's true fandom. Everybody knows Dragon Ball, not everybody knows Demon Slayer. So as a result, the loyal fans are going to go see, especially because of the fact that the animation for Demon Slayer is just next level. I mean, Infinity Castle, the first time I saw the Infinity Castle at the beginning of season 4, my mouth dropped. Because just the way it looked, the way it zoomed in on this castle, and there's no logical rhyme or reason to how this castle is designed. And you just see basically the first reveal after the end of season 3 into season 4. And it was just mind-boggling. And knowing that this is the first of 3 movies in this case, which, by the way, which kind of sucks, 2027, 2029, this doesn't really surprise me that much because Demon Slayer is a lot bigger than I think people realize it is, especially in Japan.
I'm just saying, it is nice. It is a game changer. It is. I mean, for an anime to be in the top 10, just from the time I've been in Stream Punk, which is, I think this is either year 2 or 3, from doing these streams, I don't ever remember the last couple of years a top 10 being an anime movie. So to me, that's game changing.
That I think you're right on that. I'll give you that.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that to me is game changing. Yes, I mean, I kind of knew it was going to do good in box office when you had the San Diego Comic-Con. Now, I will say not everything from San Diego Comic-Con was a big hit or considered cash, in our opinion, because there's a bunch of movies that were there that were not cash in the box office. They became trash, actually. So that's another interesting thing. But this was one of the big things. So then we got number 8, How to Train Your Dragon, which I enjoyed that personally. And for it to make 636 million, I think it should have made $1 billion up with Stitch, because I didn't like Lilo and Stitch. I'll be honest, but that's because I don't like what?
You're Stitch cyst.
I'm not Stitches. I love Stitch, but I don't like when you change original things. Which that's kind of what this movie did, or that's what How to Train Your Dragon was. Was there certain jokes that don't work live action compared to cartoon?
Yes, always.
Yes, you can't have an actual dragon roll on a human and expect the human to still be alive. That's a cartoon thing. And they did the joke in the live action, and it kind of doesn't work, But besides that, and if they changed race a little bit, that's fine. I have a problem with that. And if you're going to change characters, you kind of can't make the same jokes. Like the twins, I did think that was funnier as they made the one character a little more heavier set than the twin, and they still made the joke, oh, we're identical. You can't tell the difference. It's like, okay. But anyways, I enjoyed it, and I liked meeting the main actor. That was really cool meeting him at Chicago Fan Expo. And I liked that me being a fan of the franchise, didn't realize that Russell Crowe is the same voice of the father in the original movie. Because when I was watching, I'm like, man, that guy plays a great Hickham's dad. Oh, because that is Hickham's dad. So, that was cool to see. Finally, they bring in a character that voice. Yes, I know Star Wars done that, but it's finally nice in like a movie like this. They can take the original, or we'll see how Moana does next year. Speaking of, The Rock is coming back to play Maui, and from the trailer, I liked it. So, all right. Now we got number 9, this was another movie I said would be actually, I don't know if this was cash or not.
Well, this was released to streaming, wasn't it? No, actually, no, it wasn't.
No, I want to say this was cash, but it may have not been cash because I think we said the budget was $400 million on this movie, but I liked it. But the only thing that made me mad about this movie is when I found out it wasn't based on a true story, and I thought it was. So I felt like,
you got lied to.
Yes, I felt lied to. And then number 10, which I did not see this movie, is Superman. I didn't see Superman in theaters. I've never really been I was a Smallville fan, but I'm not really a Superman fan. But Supergirl looks good. I plan on going to go see Supergirl.
The thing that people are talking about with Superman, though, is that James Gunn can make James Gunn movies.
Yes.
Which are basically some iteration of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, which is that's what a lot of people said about this movie, is it felt like a Guardians of the Galaxy, but
because he goes back to what he knows.
Yes.
He hit pay dirt with 3 Guardian movies, stick with what you know on the other side. But the fact that it only pulled in $600 million, though.
Right. Which, and it is interesting that it fought the Fantastic Four and it beat the Fantastic Four, which is shocking too. And these both movies should have had no issue of hitting $1 million, because hit $1 million, but $1 billion is because of the fact that both movies were summer blockbusters. But was there something that was affecting them? The strike wasn't this year, right? That was last year.
2023.
2023? I thought it was 2024.
Nope, 2023. Trust me, I was there.
No, I know you were there, but there was something that was happening in 2024 because they weren't allowed to promote.
The strike at the time.
Did it last maybe up to 2024? That's what I'm thinking of?
No, it lasted 7 months. It lasted into November, into Thanksgiving.
Okay. Anyways.
So basically, the writer's strike lasted 3 months. There was a small reprieve for a couple months, and then for 4 months from July all the way through November, through the Thanksgiving, was the SAG strike.
Right.
So.
Never mind.
No, it was good. Like I said, I know this one pretty fucking well.
No, I know. It affected you. Trust me.
Still is, sir. It still is.
It technically affected me too, in a way. But I was still able to do my movie. But we were all asking on set if it was gonna scab us. But they were allowed to do the movie that we did. That still has not came out.
Movies can take a little while, I think, sometimes with stuff like that. So
it was over 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. I did something back in 2011. I still haven't seen it.
Is it just not coming out then?
I gave up. I went back and did reshoots 4 years later, got paid. Still haven't heard anything.
Oh.
And what was weird about that one in 2015 is that was the first time that I saw my ex after dating her for 4 months, and she had a scene where she made out with another woman right in front of me.
Scott made her? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We'll go on.
I'll tell the story about that off camera.
Yeah, we do.
And her side hustle. So
we can do that up.
Moving on.
So
Mish Posh 27.
Yep, we got Mission Impossible 1 million. Then we got Fantastic Four, Then we got Wicked for Good, which I enjoyed. There's other
Mhm.
people that said it wasn't good compared to the first one. I liked it because there was twist in that I didn't know, and I liked it because I'm a big fan of
She
the Wizard
becomes
of
the
Oz.
Wicked Witch.
Huh?
She becomes the Wicked Witch.
Yes and
Spoiler,
no.
yes.
Yes and no.
I know. In Wicked, it's a little different. But that's your spoiler, by the way.
Yeah. Spoiler. No, spoiler. The Wicked Witch is green. I know, shocker. Then we got The Conjuring, like 1 million. We got the Captain America Brave New World.
Now we're getting into bomb territory.
Yeah, we're Thunderbolts, which I think Thunderbolts was underappreciated movie. I don't think enough people gave it. It's like the Guardians of the Galaxy, but people didn't treat it that way. And I actually enjoyed the Thunderbolts movie. I liked how they centered on mental health a little bit. I thought that was good. To me, this was actually a good movie. It did not deserve the 382 million it got. And that's what my brain was thinking when you said it's been so many years since we've got an Avengers movie. Because even though this says Thunderbolts, right after it came out, it was called the New Avengers. It got changed to the New Avengers because of what happens at the end of the movie. So, yeah, so I don't know. I enjoyed it. Also, speaking of that Fantastic Four, I think in the next trailer we're going to get 4 is going to be something to do with Doctor Doom because of at the end of Fantastic Four, which is the spoilers, but if you haven't seen it by now, that's shame on you. It's been months. The very end credit scene, it is Doctor Doom holding Franklin Richard. So that could be him stealing that baby too. So there's another stealing baby thing.
What is it with stealing all the babies? What is this?
I don't know.
We right out of Genesis here. Oh, you go, Volt. Stealing the babies always with the firstborn.
So, yeah.
Too Jewish.
Now, is there a movie on this list that you thought was going to do good that did not do good?
Snow White.
You thought Snow White was going to do yeah, you're trolling.
You know what? Maybe Now You See Me 3.
What did that end up getting?
216.
Oh, wait, because we can't see the list anymore.
That would probably help if I switch back to the screen. That would probably matter there. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, where was it? 216 on that.
Whoa, Five Nights at Freddy's only did 200 now.
That's another one in this case too. I just dropped my Lego. Dang it. I'll come back to that.
Oh.
So, Predator Badlands, I figured was going to do that.
That actually, so the amount of Five Nights at Freddy's fans, that actually shocks me a little bit. Now, I will say the one that shocked me the most was the Karate Kid movie.
Yeah. That's on Netflix. It's on my Netflix right now.
No, it is. But
I mean, here's the thing. I figured this movie was not going to do well because Jackie Chan's kind of passe. We've already seen like the end of Cobra Kai. And it's like, all right, Naked Gun surprised me a little. I mean, I didn't think that was going to do well, but I didn't think it was going to do that badly. I mean, you got beaten by Downton Abbey.
It shocked me because Cobra Kai did have a lot of people watching, and you think that seeing the two universes to go together would have brought in money. I thought it would have been $1 million movie. I mean, or $1 billion movie.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, it definitely is $1 million movie. Good job, Robert. No, but
it was $1 million movie. But
yeah, it's $1 million movie for sure. But for it to do so low, and like we discussed throughout this year, it was Ralph Macchio's first red carpet premiere.
Yeah, in a while.
And we talked about this. This was his first one ever.
He didn't do that for Karate Kid or Karate Kid 3?
I
would have figured Karate Kid 3,
He said on a podcast that this was his first red carpet that they didn't do, and even the person said, they're like, "What do you mean you didn't?" And they said no, they didn't do red carpet premieres.
Wow.
So this was his first one, and for the movie to basically bomb, in our eyes, it bombed because it didn't make cash. It made trash. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie. and because my mom did watch it and she liked it, and I don't know. To me, it just that's probably my biggest shock of the year.
If I go back to where was that? Yeah.
What spot did it get of the year?
Where it was like what was 100 something? There it is. Okay, 39th. Yeah. So in this case here,
by the way, we can't see it if you're trying to.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to see it for myself.
Okay.
This is a film that Jackie Chan fans don't care about because it's not his film; it's their film. And Jackie Chan at this point is getting kind of old. So while he is still relevant in China and Asia, he's lost a lot of his luster over here because people are just. Honestly, they're just like, I'm not going to go see that old Asian guy, And again, Cobra Kai had its flair for Netflix, but not for theater. Nah, I didn't think this movie was going to do that good.
No, I thought it would have.
Now, I'm going to pull this back up just so you don't get mad at me again.
Yeah.
There, see, there's the screen.
Yeah.
So,
don't let me get mad. See, it's bad that the Smurfs did better than it.
Yeah. Yeah, Naked Gun, like I said, 102 million, surprised me at least a little bit.
And Regretting You, I mean, that one was, but that actually may have made it.
I don't remember that one, but.
That one was the one with McKenna Grace and Mason Thames that I was talking about. They both were at the con. But I thought McKenna would have pulled the movie, which she did a little bit. The Running Man, thankfully, it's in 50th.
Yeah, The Running Man was never going to work, and I figured that one out. Let's see. It was basically Twilight re-release because it's been like 20 years almost.
The SpongeBob movie is kind of shocking right now.
That's still working though. That's still working a little bit though.
But to only made 60 million, but did it just come out?
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
It came out the 19th, so yeah.
This could be the week because kids are off from school this week.
True.
So you get that week between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, so everybody go see SpongeBob.
Yeah, Springsteen. I figured that was going to trash.
Anaconda, of course.
Yeah, let's see. What do you got?
Megan. Pull that up. That's a big shock of the year too, but that's because they did really bad. Was that Megan 2.0? That's a big shock to only make 40 million. So yeah, it's interesting to see what's in the top 100 and
let's see
what.
They re-released Mugen Train. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mugen Train was great. I mean, I literally have the character back there. Rengoku's behind me from Mugen Train. So.
And then we got Death of a Unicorn.
The 50-year re-release of Jaws.
Alice in Wonderland, huh?
Let's see. Boy, yeah, we're going to stuff where it's like, I didn't even know that was a thing. the four Rascals, Back to the Future.
The Four Rascals?
Let's see. Becoming Led Zeppelin. I didn't even know that was a thing. The Chosen. Dark Nuns. Oh, that's an international. Pets on a Train. I'm tired of these monkey fighting pets on this Monday to Friday train. Actually, hang on a second. I gotta
die, my love.
I gotta see what's pet. Oh, okay. Pets on a Train was an animation.
Oh. It looks like it made more of its money overseas than it did here.
Yeah, the budget was only 12.5 million euros.
Or no, sorry, it made its money here. Never mind. I see the.
It did kind of bomb because it was 12.5 million euros, so that's like 15 or 17 million US.
And it only made 11.
Yeah.
Toy Story. Oh,
Princess Mononoke came back out. Okay. Doraemon. Detective Kian. Yeah, see, I'm looking at that. Oh, another Jujutsu Kaisen. Night of the Zoopocalypse.
So we had 200 movies come out this year.
Well, that's the top 200, yeah.
Oh, top 200. Okay.
All right, so to crack the top 200, you got to make like 9 million at the box office. All right, good to know. Got a goal here now. Got a goal for 2026. Let's see if we can do it.
Speaking of 2026, do you think we're going to get any original ideas?
No. There will be some, but I don't think it's anything where people are going to. Again, it's such a fast food industry now, which is part of the reason people are burned out because they don't want to see the latest repackage of something.
Now there is one original idea that I know of. It's the only one, but maybe that's even based on another movie. But it is a movie that we don't have no budget for, so That's okay. But there is a movie that comes out next month that I'm interested in to see what it does.
Which one's that?
That's the one with Chris Pratt. It's the one where he has 90 minutes. I think it's called 90 minutes. It's the one where he has 90 minutes to prove that he didn't kill his wife. And it's an AI. He has to prove to the AI that he didn't kill his wife, and he's the one that made the system made this judge system where you have to basically prove yourself innocent, and you get to use any technology you want. You can pull up any camera, anything, and you have 90 minutes to prove that you didn't do it. If you don't do it, you automatically unalive. They have a chip to your brain, and you go. Zzz.
A thriller with a $6.5 million budget.
Wait, that movie is only $6 million?
It says Mercy, yeah.
Yeah, Mercy. Yeah. It's an Amazon Studios movie.
Yeah, he has got to deal with Amazon right now too. So
for it's only make $6 million, that should be definitely cash.
Well, if it's Amazon, it might be a little different that way.
Huh?
Because it's going to be on Amazon streaming.
No, it's going to theaters.
It is going to theater. Okay.
Yeah, like it's at my theater, so that tells you something. If it's coming to my theater, it's going to your theater.
Mm-hmm.
But for it to be only $6 million, I mean, that's not bad. I was thinking more, but it has a good concept, so we'll see how it does. I thought it was pretty interesting. The trailer looks good, at least.
Well, we'll have to see in this case here too, but
basically, he's proven that he killed his wife, and he has 90 minutes to prove that he did kill his wife.
If it's a real-time concept, that a lot of times can go over well.
Yeah.
You know, especially if they can figure out how to do it in a one-take shot. Now, one of the people we're going to talk to next year is going to be a guy named Ray Abruzzo.
Okay.
Ray Abruzzo was on, I think, The Practice or Boston Legal, one of those guys. But he had a movie called Somebody Marry Me, which was a 2-hour, and I talked to him about this because when I was tied to the Hoboken Film Festival, it's where it premiered. It was an entire 90 or 120 minute movie that was legit done in one single take.
Yeah.
And that was included different shots. You know, he had to go, get in the bus and drive the bus and all this kind of stuff. So it did have multiple sets all the way through. And he had 90 minutes to basically find someone to marry him.
Oh, wow.
And it was a good movie. It didn't rate well, but it was a clever concept because of that. Now, I have done a movie that officially was done in one take, which was 20 Levels of Bullshit, because they used whip pans to try and pretend it wasn't. Terrible movie. SAG got involved in that one big time. But in this case, that was legit. So,
okay.
But we'll see what happens there. We have Super Mario Sunshine coming up next year, which I'm calling it that because Rosalina's in it.
You mean Super Mario Galaxy?
That's right. It was Galaxy, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. It was still too early for Rosalina, though. You got Wart, you got Peach. You got Daisy.
But you also got to think, what would be the next character to bring fans to go see, and that would be Rosalina. It's like I don't know if I want to compare it, but it's like the Sonic. Sorry, go ahead.
Wario.
Yeah, but they wanted to bring another female character to show inclusiveness. It's like the.
Well, yeah, because Rosalina's hotter. I get it. So.
Hotter than Wario, yes.
Well, yes, but also hotter than Peach.
I don't know. I like Peach better, but that's just.
Yeah,
but anyways, it's like the Sonic movies. Each Sonic movie has done a good job at the end credit scene advertising who the next person they're gonna.
But you didn't jump from Sonic 1 to Sonic 4 or 5.
Well, also Sonic didn't make $1 billion in box office either. I'm just saying. I mean, we didn't think Mario was going to hit $1 billion, and it did.
I don't know. I'd rather see Wario. I'm a Wario. I'm going to win. Wah.
No, we're going to see Bowser Jr.
Yes. Although Luigi should get a little more love this time around. He deserves it.
Yes.
I mean, you want to make him a kidnapping foil in the first one, by the way, spoilers. That's fine. I could work with that. But
spoilers! Spoilers for a movie that's a couple years old. How dare you?
By the way, Bruce Willis' character is actually dead the entire time in Sixth Sense. Just letting you know.
That is a spoiler. How dare you? How dare you? No, but yeah, so I am interesting to see. You know, you're right. Most movies next year are sequels, and that's what we have to just, almost every good movie that's going to come out is going to be a sequel. And I don't know if that's going to hurt or if that's going to basically end up killing theaters or if that's going to be the thing that keeps theaters alive. Because you're right. There's not, I mean, the Mercy thing's kind of original. Like I said, it's just a different aspect with AI now, where you got a concept that seemed pretty interesting. I mean, and like I said, there's probably other movies that done it kind of like Total Recall or stuff like that in theory, but I don't know if there's ever been one that's like that, is what I'm trying to say. Or like
Fair.
you just said, there was, I'm interested to see. I know I'm most excited probably for Avengers. Or is a good one. The Supergirl I'm actually more interested in than the Superman movie, just because of the way they're doing it a little different. I mean, she's basically like, yeah, that's my cousin, but he's in his dreams and I'm more realistic. I don't know. Just I like their approach and the fact that Crypto was peeing on Superman's article. I think that was hilarious, So James Gunn's gonna cook. So yeah, there should be some good movies next year.
We'll find out. Like I said, in this case, I do still think listen, I got a lot of flack on TikTok when I talked about the fact that I think theaters are dying. Some people agreed, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people thought that I was dead wrong on that one.
And this was recent?
Yeah, within the last week, 10 days.
Oh, did it go semi-viral for you?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Scott. Oh yeah,
Scott has people who talk
big news, guys.
To him. Yay, Scott!
Big news, guys. The guy, Mr. Scott, is now on TikTok, and it was so great as when I saw that he had an account, and I sent him a screenshot. He said, "What are you doing? Stalking me?" I'm like, "No, you're the first. You popped up." That was funny.
But like I said, it was one of those things that a lot of people were like, theaters are not going to die. And it's like, dude, your Verizon bill is like one movie now.
Yeah, I mean, and I could see that aspect that eventually, if streaming keeps going the way it's going, and it's going to be interesting. Has it been officialized who owns Warner Brothers yet?
No, it's still in process. Paramount put in a deal for $102 billion.
I thought they denied that.
Yeah, they reapplied.
Okay. Because if Netflix gets it like they said they were going to, it'd be interesting to see. Then I could see movies almost maybe dying. But they did respond saying they would put movies in theater, but for how long? And they also talked about at the same aspect by saying that they would put them in for shorter time. If a movie's only in theaters for 2 weeks, nobody wants to go to theater.
Yeah.
Because
you just wait it out for streaming. Pay $20 then.
For the amount of money you're spending just going to theaters nowadays, you might as well have a man cave and build a indoor theater and make a screen and just watch it from home at that point. If the movie's only going to be in theaters for 2 weeks and then right on to streaming.
Yeah, and pause it when you want to. That's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, be like Scott. He never goes to the theaters.
Nope, I try not to.
No, you try not to. I go to the theaters. If I may go see the SpongeBob movie. I got people telling me I should go see it, so I may go see it in support of Mr. Tom Kenny because we love Tom Kenny on this channel. And it is his movie. And it is nice to see that after 26 years that SpongeBob can still be in theaters.
Under CGI though now.
Yes, but it's made by the original people still.
That is fair. But maybe it's probably easier to streamline it that way and run it that way. But
yeah, I mean, yes, the CGI is a little different. The trailer was a little concerning seeing SpongeBob dancing in his underpants. That was kind of doing a TikTok song. That was kind of interesting, but we'll see.
Fair. So.
But all right, well, that is a little recap of this year of movies. I know one of my favorite movies of the year probably was the How to Train Your Dragon. I really like that movie.
Good.
But, it's How to Train Your Dragon. What do you expect? We'll see what comes out next year. But now I want to talk about I got to go to New York.
All right, go ahead.
Or did you have something you want to talk about?
No, I'm good. Go right ahead.
I went to New York.
No.
That's my thing since city life, and it was fun. And then I got to meet this bearded guy right here, which is such a surreal thing because I've been in the company, for the last couple of years, and we've never actually officially met until then. And I was the one guy that's like not in New Jersey. I mean, yes, there's other people that are not in New Jersey that are in our company, but a lot are in New Jersey or around the area. So to finally get to meet up with Mr. Scott was really cool,
He does exist. He's not AI.
Yeah, exactly.
AI wouldn't make something this ugly. So.
Scott does not live in a basement. I can confirm.
He lives in a house that has a basement, though.
Yes, he does have. He is in a house, but I did see him not sleep in the basement.
I could in this place, man. Holy God.
I know you could.
I napped earlier down here about an hour ago. So.
But it was cool, and it was funny when I first met Scott. While I took the bus for the first time ever, I'm walking down the street looking for Scott, and he sees a full-out Buddy the Elf. And yeah, so we had a really good time.
Good.
Very busy week. Scott knows how busy it was for me. Because I told Scott I should be at your house at 10. I was at his house till midnight. I'm like,
we suspected that maybe you overplanned this one, and you added too many things to your itinerary.
Yes and no. I mean, it's not that here's what I will defend to that. It's not that we added too many things. It's that not everything went scheduling wise when we're not starting at the time we were supposed to start on certain things. Or there was like a last minute thing, like on the Monday night when we maybe would have done Stream Punk, I did go see a Broadway showing that I wanted to see. So that was added, and that's what caused me to be a little later. But there are days like Christmas Day or just different days, or like the day I was supposed to come on Friday and we're supposed to go to the Jay and Silent Bob store, that we found out at 10:30 that our plane was canceled because of snow, and then didn't go to the museum until almost 12:30. So therefore taking up the entire day. So that's the thing that I'll keep in mind next time I do come to New York, which I will say that, guys, I will come back to New York again. I had a really good time. And it was fun being Buddy the Elf in the city. It really was like just hearing people whisper, "It's Buddy." I'm like, "Hi, Merry Christmas." When you're that character, you can say hi to anybody and it's fine. If I would have just been regular me like right now and I'm just saying hi to other people, they would have thought I'm really weird. I mean, they probably thought I was weird as Buddy, but not as bad, More people are more accepting when you're a character than if I was just regular me, just going, "Hi!" They'd be like, "Does this guy have autism or is there some mental condition?" Which, yes, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, we had a full itinerary. So Monday, I got to go to Statue of Liberty, which was really cool. They almost didn't let me go on the island, so that was interesting as Buddy. They asked if I was a content creator, which was a very scary question because I've never just been flat up asked, "Are you a content creator?" And then I got told, "If you do any funny business as the elf up there, we will send the cops towards you." So that was interesting. So be careful if you ever go to Statue of Liberty. I got a good welcoming to New York. That was Monday. Then we went to a Broadway show called Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. Really good play. If you're in the New York area, go watch it today. It's only a 2-person Broadway show, so that was really interesting. And then Tuesday we went to Harry Potter, did everything but Harry Potter, so that was pretty good. And then Monday night's when I went to Scott's place, which awesome place, wonderful bed by the way, sir. It was comfortable and I was able to pass right out. And then Wednesday was Christmas Eve. We went to the library. That was really cool, where I got to see the original Winnie the Pooh figures, the stuffed animals that inspired the Winnie the Pooh, and they're from 1921.
The mill ones.
Yeah, they were original, actually Christopher Robin's actual stuffed animals that was inspired, and this year, literally right now, just turned the 100th anniversary of Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, maybe not today exactly, but it's the 100th. It just the other day. Scott's looking it up right now. He's like, I'm gonna fact check you, buddy.
No, I'm good, bud. So
I know it's either is about to pass or it already passed, because I think it was the 27th, because Jim posted something about it, which is the current voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, and it should have been, I think, the 27th, or it's about to happen. It is the 100th anniversary of Winnie the Pooh, the original story. Let me know what you find, Scott. But did you find anything?
No, I was looking for something else, actually.
Oh, okay, never mind. He wasn't looking that up. Nope. And then we went to, what was Wednesday? Oh, we went to where I went with Scott again. Got to see him and the wonderful Robin. I got to meet Robin for the first time. She exists, guys. It's not just imagination. And we went to the Rockefeller Center and we got to see the big Christmas tree. And that was really cool, especially as Buddy seeing the tree for the first time. And so we did that. And then I went on top of the edge, which is where I went all the way up to, like, I don't know, probably the 80th floor or something like that. It was pretty high up. And then my TikTok followers paid for me to go on this thing that takes you an additional 25 feet up in the air, and you're spinning. Kind of got a little scared of heights there when you're spinning up in the air and there's nothing you can do about it. And then it was Christmas. We went to Central Park. And I think we saw, we did. Oh, and then that's when I went and found my dad at the Empire State Building. And when I walked in, it was so hilarious because they're like, Elf, welcome home. And I said, I'm here to see my dad. And he said, your dad is working. And I said, awesome. And it was fun. We live streamed that. Went to the 86th floor. And then I made a TikTok today that was so hilarious because the Empire State Building's actual TikTok wrote, Buddy! So I kind of wanted to make the joke and comment and be like, hey, it was great. Actually, I'll tell you the joke offline because I don't know if we can get such about a joke. I was about to say, but I wanted to put that, but we did not. And then Friday was the day we were supposed to go back, and we did not go back because our play got canceled. So we went to the museum for Night of the Museum. Then we went to, which I didn't really want to go, but we went to the Guggenheim, I think it is.
Guggenheim.
Yeah, which, I'll be honest, I wanted to go to the 9/11 museum over that. Nobody else wanted to because they're like, that's depressing, but I love history.
It's depressing as a motherfucker, yeah.
It is depressing, but it's history. But so, I don't know. As somebody that loves history, yes, I get that it's depressing, but I wanted to do that over artwork because I didn't really care for the artwork. And then everybody was a party pooper and they're like, we're going back to our hotel because we got to fly out at 7:15 in the morning. So I said, you know what? You guys have fun. And I went and saw the Broadway show, which was called All Out. And it was funny as I went, this was at 7:20. The show started around 7:30. And I went to go pay for my ticket. And they said, the lady's like, don't buy your ticket. Gave me a free ticket to go see the Broadway show. And then what was interesting about it was there's multiple short stories. So it wasn't really a Broadway play, but it was more like short monologues that did different characters. And it's weird. I met Sonic the Hedgehog, which is Ben Schwartz. And what's weird about him is he actually sounds like Sonic.
Yes.
Like he doesn't change his voice. So, and it is a adult themed show. So when the things he was about to say, I was about to stand up and yell, that's not what Sonic the Hedgehog would say, but I did not do that. But it was funny because it was like you were hearing him cuss and saying other things. And I'm like, it was blowing my mind because I'm like, that's Sonic's voice, but Sonic doesn't say those things. And they did a meet and greet afterwards. And then we made it home Saturday after being elfed up in Chicago at the Elfed Up Bar, which is a Buddy the Elf themed bar. So shout out to them. And so, yeah, that's which is just a little recap of my stories of Chicago and New York, and seeing Scott, the wonderful Scott. Which thank you for the wonderful Christmas presents.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
That you still have, because I left them at your house.
I got to mail them to you this week. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so. And I'm going to mail you your item that I could have showed right here, but I will just. I got you a little keychain, which I can't wait to see your reaction, because I got it at the Empire State Building.
Thank you, man.
And I liked. Like I said, it was a really good trip. Next stream I will show off what we got. I could have brought it for this stream, but that's okay. And yeah, so that was a good trip. I will say, if you guys are in New York, check out the $1.50 slice pizzas. They're actually pretty good for $1.50. And don't make the mistake I made. Just because it says $1.50 slice doesn't mean every slice is $1.50. Only cheese is $1.50.
$3 isn't bad anyway, man.
No, not for not for the. And we did see a rat. We seen a mouse go in its hole and go out at the subway, so that was kind of cool. So yeah, so nice. But anything else you want to talk about, sir?
I'm good at this point. I've been good for a little while, to be honest. I had nothing. I had nothing going into this anyway, so.
I know, which was a good stream. We got 51 minutes out of this, so be looking out for us next year, guys. We've got plenty of interviews coming up that I'm excited about. I know we got some Back to the Future next year. We got some Toy Story next year. And we got hopefully other interviews coming up. So make sure to like, subscribe, share out. And that is Scott. And I'm Robert Manning. And this is Tales from